Fun fact, there was supposed to be a Grow a Garden scamming joke as a nod to the fact that the trading update is the next update. Basically, it was gonna be like Ivan scamming, I don't know, like, June. And June was like crying to Welburn about it, and Welburn, the joke was supposed to be like, Welburn doesn't play Grow a Garden. I mean, Welburn plays Grow a Garden in real life, but like this Welburn doesn't play Grow a Garden, or like just started and doesn't know what scamming is. So he's like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do about it? And no, that's not Welburn speaking because I haven't started the episode. Let me be completely honest with you. I've observed that I've always gone back and forth between what show I want to make. Like, in MZV, I was like, I kind of want to make a chill, relaxing show again. And in some of like more recent shows, I think, I was like, I kind of want to go back to the old days of having an action show where the characters kick ass. Which one I like more? The action shows. Because, you know, the whole reason I like the school shows is because I can have fun dialogue / dialogue between the characters. And considering the next two shows are about hunting to end something, you know, I feel like I can still have some monologues. Oh, and by the way, the couples aren't gonna be as relevant in the final show. Like the couple, like the new version of Chaotic Adventures Around the World. There's gonna be a few couples. I'm also kind of tempted to make Zoe date Vince again, but I'm gonna reference Zoe x Vince another time in the final show, obviously. How I'm gonna reference that is up to you guys to find out. So yeah, let's begin. Alright, first off, let us begin with our fourth quarter honors. Starting off with my section, and then just pretend this guy was like, actually, let me get some other people. Yeah, here you go. These are like school staff, and like they had like a special guest. So just pretend they introduced a special guest. So like these two were gonna have the photo with the characters, and the teacher was just like the photographer, and then this character is where you're supposed to get the award from. This is the OG design for us, Evil Stewie, by the way, but I replaced it, so kind of fitting if I made that Stewie. You know, this. But then again, this would kind of fit as Quagmire. And okay, I'm going off topic again. First off, from the Osborne section, this person barely made it. I'm talking barely. Like, they passed one project and went from an 89.5 to an 89.6, which rounds up to a 90. We have Zoe! Let's go! So she got her award and then took the photo. Next up, we have Sarah with an 89.7. Ah, dude, let's go. That all the way here. So she got the award, took the photo. You guys get it. And, hold on, wait, let me actually scrap these now, so. And now, it's gonna be a very common theme. We have our three-way tie between the following of Jassy, Joanne, and Chloe. What? A three-way tie? No freaking way. Let's go! Oh, if you guys are wondering where the other lesbian went, she didn't make it. I'm sorry, guys. The second lesbian didn't. Actually, technically Chloe is technically the first lesbian in the show because she was the one that confessed, and then Carol converted right after. I'm saying converted like as if she's being hypnotized into becoming a scissor. Trust me, you do not want me to have to explain that joke to you, because I'm praying you guys already know about it. Why do I speak like Plain Rock 124 with the accent? Like, I could be talking like Shaphilis. Straphilus. Shrapnel. Yeah, Shrapnel. Shrapnel's so epic. I love going on random tangents. Alright, and our next one we have Lionel, Chris, and Zishen. Alright, let's go. Alright, guys, we did it. Another three-way tie. Some of them here, and then they took the photo. And then let me send their asses back to North Korea. Alright. Scratch this. Oh, and Jassy, Joy, and Chloe got an 89.8. And Sarah got an 89.7. Lionel, Chris, and Zishen got a 90.1. Next up is Portia and Chang. And everyone's like, yee. Oh, shut up. Can't believe we got the same freaking score. You know, I feel like this has happened before. Yeah, this is a sly reference to a certain little ship in my class that... Well, we don't really... Actually, wait, we don't really even mention that ship anymore, don't we? Wait. Damn. All I'm gonna say about the ship is the Grinch. That's all I'm gonna say about the ship. So yeah, they took their photo, and everyone was like snapping photos at like rapid speed. This section specifically, because like the other section didn't really give a shit. So, and they got a 90.2. And now, a massive jump. Zhang and Aaron both at a 91.7. Oh my gosh, what the helly? You know, I expected you to get higher, not gonna lie. Well, listen, buddy. Not all Chinese people are born with a brain bigger than the size of continental Siberia or whatever. Alright, we get it. Besides, you know, I'm good at certain things. Not math, but something like programming. Okay, no one asked. So, send their ass there. Wait a second, there's a second Chris! Get them out of there. Scorch them out of the earth. And we have three more two-ways. Starting off with Ivan and Thomas at a 91.8. Holy crap, this guy looks messed up. Ivan and Thomas. Detective guy. Tough kid that was gradually not tough. And tough kid that was gradually not tough. I just realized Ivan used to be a member of Vince's group until like Sarah came along, and Sarah kind of broke the whole thing and dragged Ivan to Adam's group. Although it would have made way more sense if I put bro in Khaled's group. Let me just erase that. Oh, and another random side tangent. I saw this so I was like researching about Darkness Takeover, and I saw a minus version where, you know, it's like Stewie's like red faced and Quagmire is like bright red faced. You know, and he's like a Chinese military soldier for some reason. And I was like, I wonder what this creator has. I haven't checked on them in quite a while. And then, I kid you not, I see a fairy tale version of Darkness Takeover. And one of the comments was like, bro, this don't even look like Stewie anymore. And I was like, maybe it's like Stewie with long hair. Or maybe, you know, like they turn him into Red Riding Hood, but it's like baseball head Red Riding Hood. And then I straight up just see bro with barely any damn clothes on. Literally the bare minimum, except the feet is just boots for some reason. So yeah, as you can tell, I did not like that design. I was thinking more like a tall version of Stewie. But nah, that was the design! And I was like, what the hell, bro? Depending on Stewie's age, this could technically just straight up be child sexualization, which is kind of weird, you know. So I might do a redesign. So yeah. Alright, next up, Pauline and Sen. What the hell? Oh hell nah! Pauline just stole your mans! Shut the fuck up. So they took a photo. Ooh, it looks like Sen stole your woman's. Shut the fuck. And now for the final two-way for the regular honors, Sean and Francel both sitting at a 93.5. Like the radio station. The same 5 songs. The same 5 songs. The radio station, they play the same 5 songs. Oh, it looks like Sean stole your woman's and Francil stole your man's, Brielle. Shut the fuck up. Damn, tough luck, buddy. Everyone's telling you to shut the fuck up. Yes, you gotta retire that yaoi fanfic of yours. No! Besides, Chris is worse. He physically assaults Pauline. Not anymore, man. I'm a changed person. Thank you, Geico Insurance. Chris, why is it only just now you talk about Geico Insurance? You're too late, buddy. Vince got the final line. No! And now, it's time for a speed round for the high honors. Callan and Adam both sitting on a 95.3. Hold on, wait. Yeah, 95.3, yeah. Vince at a 95.5, and by a slight margin the highest, Elise at a 96.7. That also sounds like a radio station. Let's freaking motherfucking go! That sounded so unenthusiastic. Let me just move them to the side. 3 phones, 1 charger reference! So Adam and Khaled took their photo. They got their photo. Vince got his photo. And then Ellis Presley got her photo. So let me just make them switch places. No, why is bro diving into the crowd? That's minors, you stupid special guest. Alright, and now we will automatically start off with the three-way between Edward, Anton, and Princess. That sounded really weird out of context. Shut up, you're sexualizing it, you weirdo. Diddler, you little bit diddler. I bet you bediddle little kids. What? What type of accusation math are you on, Matthew? So we get Anton, Edward, and the Princess of England. And they got their photo. So yeah, they got an 89.6. And next up, another kind of high jump. Surprisingly, Joey and Arthur at an 89.9. What? That's crazy. Joey fell off plus ratio, man. What? Hey, at least you got an 80 something. Like, I only got an 80, you bastard. So you got the photo. And next up. Hold on, wait. Let me just erase this. Now for the first 4-way. That's right, we've won up to their section. Ezekiel, Russell, Isaiah, and Johnston. I like how he just went tough on all those lines, and then for Johnston, it's like, and Johnston. Like, yeah, bro, Johnston's there too. I mean, technically, Johnston's just irrelevant, and, you know, the 3 Musketeer rascals over there. Or rascals. So this is like the order on like their grades, where like Russell got slightly higher than the rest. And they got their photo, they left, you know the drill. You know the drill. Well, in that case, they got a 90.7, by the way. Oh, stop falling! There we go. Stay there. And now, next up, it's time for a speed round of our own. Walburn with a 91, Timothy with a 91.3, Rebecca with a 92.5, Brielle with a 93.7, and definitely the most heartbreaking of them all because they were about to reach high honors and accompany a certain someone, Bruce, at a 94.8. Ha! You didn't get with high honors. You didn't get with high honors. Shut the fuck up! What the fuck? Where did Bruce go? Whoa, what the hell? What the hell you want from me? Get that sweet camera. Okay, what the hell do you want, man? Where the hell did Bruce's files go? He just randomly glitched out of nowhere after his one line with Johnston, man. That happened again, didn't it? What happened? What am I viruses that I was accumulating from the shows kind of went to your show. Good thing I cleaned most of it up. It got on Bruce, however. Well, can you fix it? Alright. Where the hell am I? Well, why am I here, Parasite X? It's just some glitch or whatever. I'll transport you back. Alright, now let me get to sleep. Damn, bro, it ain't that serious. At least you got with honors. You can technically say you got high honors too. It pisses me off. Pisses me so badly. So Wellburn got his photo. Let me transport bro here. Timothy got his photo. Rebecca the rabbit got her photo. And Brian from Family Guy got her photo. Yep, Brian became transgender and became a her. So let me just multi-elimination. And yes, I pre-planned all of this. And now for a triple speed round. High honors. Rain at a 96.7. Jed at a 96.8. And Jonathan at a 96.9. What the? It was that close? I was about to beat Jonathan, but then I lost? Hey buddy, you were saying a few days ago that I was too reliant on my technology. That may have been bad in fencing, but it wasn't bad for school after all. Get ChatGPT, you loser! Hey ChatGPT, write me a cool roast against this monkey. Rain was supposed to go first. So Rain got her photo. Let me move her here. Jed got his photo. And Janethan. And that about sums up. Let me get these two out of here. And then we just do this instead. That sums up the fourth quarter honors. And for the rest of these, you guys will not be needing to go up the stage and get your rewards, because the rewards will be given to you like after the ceremony, because we want to get to the next few topics. Actually, wait, dog, you messed up. What is it? The awards are gonna be handed out. Oh. So they had like a bunch of people at the back and they were like gonna hand out the awards. And now it's time to list our overall school year honor alls. Now, this doesn't mean you guys, or the people mentioned here, like not mentioned, failed automatically. Only 2 have done that. The rest have either gotten honors or passed. And the passing grade is a 85. Actually, no, 75. Yeah, 75. I am still impressed as to how 2 people managed to get below 75. Very crazy. But now, it's time for this. Okay, by the way, just pretend that the best at awards and the perfect attendance awards were gonna be handed later. So, now for school year honors, we have Zoe, Edward, Anton, Princess, Sarah, Joem, Chloe, Jassy, Joey, Arthur, Lionel, Chris, Zishen, Cheng, Horsha, Welburn, Timothy, Aaron, Zhang, Chris. Oh, wait, just pretend that he didn't say Chris. Ivan, Thomas, Sen, Pauline, Rebecca, Sean, Francel, Riel, Bruce. And for highest honors, Khalid, Adam, and moving into the top 5, Vince. And for the highest honors overall, we have, and spoiler alert, it's very even. Actually, wait, no, it's not even. Only one of the Osborns, like the Osborn people, made it onto the highest, but in return, they ended up getting the highest. Rain at number 4, Jonathan at number 3, Jed at number 2, and Elise as the best overall student in school year 2024-2025. Let's go! What the hell? Luis is tweaking. Nah, what the hell? Wait. I beat both of y'all academically as well. Y'all are such frauds. Not only did I beat y'all in Vincent, but I beat y'all in academics. Man, take this out. Take this out. You know, Vince acting like that is the closest IRL thing we're gonna get to this triple yaoi. Shut the fuck up. Nah, Jit mad for real that he didn't even make the fucking honors. Bozo, from quarter one you failed, home bros. Shut up. Yeah, see, now you know how it feels to deal with an annoying brat. Damn, you think of Vince like that? Same! That sounded so reluctant. So they all got like their awards and stuff. Ha! You got the lowest! You got the lowest! At least I made it, you fucking bastard. Whoa, what's with all the kind people going mean as of lately? First it was Jed crashing out at Matthew, and now it's Zoe. That's cause we're in our not edgy phase, boy. We're in our Sigma Alpha phase, and unserious Zoe is back, alright. Yo, let's go! At least we didn't get lowest! Yeah! Guys, this is not an achievement. Buddy, you barely got above us. And now, time for the best at certain subjects. Starting off with science. And then it got out of stage. Okay, wait, this time around, the science... Like, just pretend that it only applied to the, the school honors and perfect attendance. It won't apply to the best at, so, yeah. And now, it's time to proclaim the two people, overall, in the sections, that were best at my subject from what I've observed. And that is Jed and Jonathan. Looks like our rivalry continues. You couldn't have said that any better. You know, that Keith guy can make a BL comic out of this. Great. First me being shit with Vince, and now my boyfriend being shit with Jonathan. What's up with you guys and trying to tear us apart? That's cause, girl, they're mad. They're probably a bunch of single losers. Bro, someone has a crush on Keith. It's probably that Isabel girl, cause they both like writing fanfics together. What are you guys having a nothing? It's none of your business. What are you guys talking about? Oh, so basically, Wilbur was discussing about, like, you know, like Keith, maybe Isabel likes her. Damn. They're attached that badly. You know, I think that thing about Matthew saying that Rain probably bites Jed in the neck or whatever it was, I think Bro might be right about that. Yeah, buddy, you're just mad you don't have you're just mad you don't have your own relationship. I have mine. Where's yours? So let me just cross that out. Cross my heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side. Next up, actually no, you know what? I'm just gonna make, yeah, never mind. Next up, in mathematics, my proud subject. Again, another running pattern, because for the second time in a row, we have Jed alongside Rain and Elise. Let's go, guys! We did it! You know what this is like? What? What is it? That really zesty gay guy that always gets girls to talk to him for some reason. How do gay guys get more attention from girls than straight guys? Because with gay guys, they don't have to constantly worry about, you know, the guy having a crush on them. Because the gay guy is in love with dudes. And even with the three of them, Jed and Rain are dating. So, like, what's your example, bud? I'm just saying, man. She should be dating me. Yeah, sure, buddy. There's a high likelihood that you're one of the people that failed. Yeah, buddy. I totally believe you. That's kind of easy for you to say since you got a higher score overall than Joey somehow. Damn, that's kind of disrespectful, man. And then, like, they went back to their seats. Like, you got the both of them mixed up for real. Oh, my bad. July. What did you say? Next up, for English, we have the more usual suspects of Rain and Elise popping their heads. But this time, we got a new person. Vince. What? I got best in English, but how? Huh, maybe all those Riz lines did help out, huh? I always knew you were one-dimensional. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of obvious from the beginning, Fancel. Because, you know, I'm, like, happy, lucky-go, cocky, angry, like, crash out, and, like, flirty. So, like, that's kind of a weird statement to say, Fancel, considering you knew I was like this the whole time. Well, not freaky, but you get what I mean. So this was the order they were in. Vince got last out of the three, but hey. Hold on, wait. Hold on, I got it. Vince X-ray. And now all we need is Adam and Elise in the same homeroom thing, whatever. You're a fucking lunatic. Wow, look at this very buff Filipino teacher, bro. Bro shouldn't be speaking Filipino. Bro should be speaking PE. Speaking PE. I'm sorry, brother. What? Hello, class. Okay, alright, hello, class. Again, usual suspects of Rain, Elise, and Jed. New person though, Khaled. What? This is crazy on Skibbity Guyat. Just put them in order. Right here. Am I the only one that thinks Khaled and Elise should be dating because they're so close as of lately? Did you just admit to eating boogers? What? Because that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man. Jeez, this is worse than that one time where people somehow managed to ship Vince with me somehow. VL coming back to life, shut up! I mean, like, look at them! They talk to each other so much and they sit next to each other. Yeah? Well, maybe it's because you've never sat next to a girl before. That's a fucking dumb-ass state. Alright! Now for AP! And this time around... Oh, wait, let me just pretend that never happened. This time around, none of our usual suspects are here. Because we have this most diverse people, or like the most diverse group, although not really since they're all from one section. Vince, Ivan, Joem, surprisingly, and Thomas in that order. Yo, let's go! My homebros Joem's getting some attention around here finally. It's about time. Oh, Thomas in it! Okay, you fucking glaze. Yeah, I'll go clean that up for you. The glaze is getting everywhere. Like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. Fuck, now I'm craving glazed donuts. Fuck you, Elise. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, you sick bastard. And yes, these guys are the most canonically the historians of the canon. So, get it? Canon? Get it, guys? And then Portia wasn't saying that, like, canon? Like the blaster from Nerf? I am so funny. And we are back again to our usual suspects of Rain and Elise. Newcomer though! I'll spoil it for later. ESP teacher. Again, as the AP teacher said, usual suspects of Rain and Elise. This time around though, and this is the best performing in ESP student, Francel! What? Huh. Like you said during English, I guess those Riz lines really did help out. Huh. Oh, and by the way, Vince, yeah? Do you have any fangirls like how Adam does? Well, in the school, I think, there's that one girl, I think her name's like, Sophia? She has like a whole mural, like, shrine about me. And then there's like the grade 6 students, I believe, from like my old school, I think? Or like, actually nah, bro, because some of the people from like the regular section have a crush on me because they heard about my stories. Damn. got quite a following. Don't tell me you're one of them. What? I'm not. And also, wait, why didn't you mention Carol? I'm gonna hold you by the head and slam you onto the wall when I say this, buddy, but she became, I don't want to say L, I mean, it starts with an L, but, like, you know, that's kind of homophobic. Is she a lesbian? No, she's actually Luther from the Needle Mouse series. What's that? Oh, you're missing out. So they got their photo. Why does this kind of look like the Sunlight Sisters from, K-pop Demon Hunters? I was about to say K-pop Demon Hunters. Get out of here. Alright. Alright, and now, time for a little speed round. Or not really. Cause our first subject, music, has the following as the best performing. Elise, and very shockingly, I do not know how he got a better one than Rain, who's in third. But Adam, and followed by Thomas and Pauline. Oh damn, it's gonna fill Isabel's dreams or whatever. Sir, do I have to be next to Elise? Yeah, it's like ranking, man. I don't know what to tell you. But I don't want to get shipped with Elise. Listen, bro, you get shipped all the time. You can handle it. I'm gonna fucking hate this. And I am gonna hate it even more. Rain, hey, stop attacking Sen! Why is Rain bullying Sen? And then let me get, Pauline. Yeah, Pauline and Timmy. And now Thomas is attacking Jonathan. Alright. Is this heaven? And then she got her, like, little camera. And then we get her, like, little camera. Picture, 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 picture. Aw, fuck you, Isabel. He said inside, by the way. This is even worse than shipping me with Thomas, because at least I actually like the dude. What? I mean, respect the dude. I thought you respected Adam as well. Well, not as much. Not to this extent, at least. Hey, listen. Back then, I actually kind of was an Adelise shipper, but then I kind of threw that whole thing away. So, oh, darn it. Ah, this will be great source material for my Adelise comic. Adelise? You're gonna add Elise onto something? Yeah. This ship. Oh, it's so bad. Now for art, Francel, Jean, Princess, and Jonathan. What the helly? Where's Jean at? There's Jean. Let's get him. And Francel, let's get her. And Princess, let's get her. So this is like the rankings. Jean, and then followed by Francel, and then followed by Nathan, followed by Princess. I just realized Francel's low-key like right next to her rival. Also, I just realized back then, Francel and Jonathan were rivals, and then back then, Vince, back then I guess, Vince and Jonathan were friendly rivals, and now it's Jed and Jonathan? I guess the Jed and Jonathan one does make way more sense. Although Jonathan's original character was golf player. Kind of threw the whole thing behind because golf is a bit boring. And like uneventful sport. Like a not eventful sport. You know what I mean? I just scratch that. Okay, you know what? For the next few rounds, I'm just gonna pretend like they got their photo because taking their photos is like a big waste of time. Okay, so from now on, to speed things up, we're gonna have the people deliver the awards at the end. So, for PE, we have Adam, Khaled, Vince, Jonathan, Jean, you know, the expected suspects. And then randomly, Sen. Not Ivan, not Matthew, not Welburn, not Rain. Because, like, you know, I kind of expected Rain in a way. Because, you know, she was one of the more physically active. Not Russell, not Eric. Actually, Eric, this kind of makes sense. Not Lionel, but Sen. Wait, what? Did you lock in that bad? Oh, and if you guys are wondering what the other top 10 are, it's in descending order. This is going to be in descending order, by the way. Rain, Sean, Wellburn, and Ivan. Damn it! I got beat by my rival again. Well deserved, Sen. But I will end your reign shortly. Okay, edgelord. I got beat out by Sen. All that football practice just to get beat up by Sen. Huh. I guess being the shortest in the group really does have its advantages. Thank you for telling me that, Elise. Ah, no problems, mate. Mate, you bloody bastard. Why are you calling me a bastard, man? You helped me. This is a betrayal. And now for health. Again, the usual suspect, or one of them is back. Elise, followed up by Pauline and Thomas. So, you know, they got like all their rewards and stuff. And get your Scooby-Doo looking out of here. Alright, in my subject of technical drawing, again, none of the usual suspects are here, but all of them have appeared once or twice. We have the following in this exact order: Francel, Jean, Princess, and Vince. Wait, what? Man, I guess that drawing I made of the both of us holding hands in the sunset, followed up by Jed, Sean, Rain, Brielle, Wellburn, and Sen, and Zoe, and Elise in the background as my performance task a few days ago really did help. You did all of that? I just drew some cool guy driving a Ford. Hold on, take two. Damn. You blushes a little bit. Did all of that? Yeah, it was I ended up getting a 98 out of it. I just drew some cool guy, like driver, driving a Ford Mustang along with some other guy driving a Lamborghini in the sunset, or like at the at nighttime. What grade did you get from that? I also got a 98. Wait, what? And then they end up getting like their awards and stuff. And yes, TD is kind of like art in a way, cause like it involved elements of technical drawing, like 3D shapes and stuff like that. It was like basically pixel art. So actually, wait, how does that kind of make any sense? It was like digital art basically. TD was like you know, like shapes, but then it just became digital art. So wait, oh, Vince and Jed were supposed to get an award. It's gonna pretend. Oh, you know, Jed, I mean, was supposed to get an award. Yeah, Jed, you have too much awards. Alright, now for programming. Another usual suspect is back, Rain, and another like usual suspect, Jonathan. But now we are followed up by the man that was so close to high honors, Bruce, and the quote-unquote, as quoted by multiple people, the messiah of programming, because, you know, he was like very willing to give out his answers, unlike, I mean, Jonathan was like that also, but he was more reserved to his friends. Vince was just, yes, it's Vince! Yeah, so Sigma, skippity told the Gabriz! What? Yeah, see, this is what I like about you. You're like flirty and freaky, and then, you know, like skibbity toilet or whatever. Guess I got the right guy, huh? Yeah. What? Is that a reference to some? I just can't tell. You're not one of those who know. Alright, for CHL or HCL, we have the kind of usual, like, the usual suspect of Jed, the somewhat frequent suspect of Thomas, and then, for some reason, Ella. What? What the helly? What the heliante? You just stole that quote from, like, Johnston, I think. Shut the hell up, Rain. Oh yeah, at least I got someone to date. You just have some girl on your dick for real. What? Nah, bro, what the hell, man? That was unnecessary. And last up is Kapatar. Okay, that was kind of true, Rain, but that was a little bit freaky. Ah, shut up. I know you like him, June. Just kiss him already at this point. Damn, Rain, I don't know you were like a little bit freaky for these two. I'm just begging for them to be together at this point. Like, one of them is like a dense person who doesn't sense shit, and another is a desperate lover. They fit so well together. Like honey butter on chicken. It's underrated as hell and good. You like honey butter chicken? Oh hell yeah, I found the right one, chat. I found the right one. For computer, we have Jed, Jonathan, people we've already seen, Bruce, who we've also already seen, and Joey, making up for that kind of humiliating loss. Damn, you got roasted by the fucking teacher. You know your downfall is bad if that happens. Shut up. We just got these guys out. Alright, and now for your final award, which is the Perfect Attendance Award. Now these people have never been late and absent to a class at all. So, let's begin. Vince, Jed, Adam, Rebecca, Ray... What the hell? Oh, where was I again? Alright. And Francel, Brielle, Khaled, Pauline, Jonathan, Joey, Bruce, Eric, Jean, Chris, Isabel, Victoria, Robert, Portia, and Jezreel. Wait, what? How did I not make it on there? And how did Matthew and Aaron not make it on there as well? Yeah, man, what the hell was that all about? Oh, I think that was because you guys were late to last flag ceremony. I thought the flag ceremony is in Callan. Well, guess what, buddy? They do. Tough luck, bud. Let's jump Jonathan. I bet. And that's about it for the awards. Now, with part 2 of our program done, it is now time to close it once and for all. I know we just said we were done, but now it is time for top 5 students. Now, when we said Elise was number 1, we meant that as in considering only the grades. This time around, we will now be doing top 5 overall. Let us start off with number 5, Adam. Yo, let's goon! Adam was given this award due to his humility and humbleness to willingly give up his throne, quote unquote, to Vince, and has trained many now fencing pros. Why did the teacher say meow? What the hell? Did the teacher become a cat? And also, by throwing his entire bully personality for a more friendlier, a more saving, a more humble one. Let's go. And now, number 4, for largely the same reasons as Adam, Vince. Let's goon! Why is everyone saying let's goon? Vince has many similar features to Adam, or I should say Adam has many features similar to Vince, because Vince, the reason why he got higher was in the list, was because he did way more things, like stay after class one time to help clean up the entire school. He also helped us in some of our AP like programs when we were competing against other schools, and also brought up the issue alongside the next 3 of this list, and also Adam, but he was the guy that pioneered it, of bullying in our school when I think it was... Oh, and by the way, just pretend that there's nothing to pretend about. When Zishen and Cheng were getting bullied, they brought this up, and then the principal of our section is now way more tough on racism in our school. So, yeah, that is why Vince makes number 4. The next 3, however, did way kinder acts. Number 3, Jed. Yo, let's go! Everybody got out of the stage. Jed is largely similar to Vince, who is also largely similar to Adam, where he's inspired many people to be good at science, programming, and all the sorts. He's also helped us alongside Vince and the rest of his team, and also helped majorly with the anti-racism program in our section. And also, he is largely responsible for notifying our whole class about important things, and is our current representative in our grade 7 section, where he's done many major changes. Why he's only made it to number 3? That's because there are more powerful people, I should say, or should I say more influential people. Let's get his ass out of here. Starting off with Rain. Oh, that was totally crazy! Let me just bring her out over here. Now, Rain has done many good things, like, again, helping some students, both physically and mentally. And, before she shut it down due to pressure, from 2nd to 3rd quarter, had her own, co-owned tutoring program. And helped in a certain little event that involved one of our students that we sadly couldn't take part in, or we helped with, but that will only be mentioned once the number 1 spot is mentioned. And she is also, alongside Jed and Vince, like we said, helped with recycling programs, cleaning programs, development programs for our section, and has signed up alongside Jed, Vince, the number 1 spot placer, and Adam to join the new student aiding program, or NSA, where they will basically help out the new grade 7 students. So we got out of stage. And now for our overall number 1. Oh, and by the way, Elise and Rain were swapped, so it was Adam, Vince, Jed, Elise, and Rain, but I swapped it because I just realized Elise was kind of the one that pioneered the whole fighting back against Khaled's parenting. So, and that is Elise. Let's go. Now she has done many major things, also like Rain, where she co-owned the YR tutoring service, that's what they called it, and also helping out younger students and other students, even from the regular section, helped out with cleaning programs and contests. But that is not why she is in the number 1 list. The reason why is because she brought up the issue of Khaled's father towards us, where basically manipulation and stuff happened, and Elise was the one that finally triggered the issue and had us help, in solving the whole thing. And that actually managed to get Khaled's father, yes, it was Khaled, but most of you have probably heard the story by now, to change and become a better person. And thanks to that, indirectly or not, she has actually helped the PCPS improve their standards of what makes a good parent, quote unquote. And more stricter monitoring among suspiciously strict parents now takes place. So that's indirectly thanks to her. But there's also a multitude of reasons, like donating to charities, starting her own charities alongside her parents, using her music, etc. And that is why she is in the number 1 spot. Let's go! I'm so Sigma Skibbity English or Spanish, it makes me freeze! Damn, bro. Bro got glazed for real. And now, it is time to actually end our graduation. And now it is time to move on to Act 3, the post graduation.